Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Today we have a Surface Pro 4 and this one is a very curious case. This is one of the two replacement laptops that we gave to George. So George sent us the Surface Pro for reset. It didn't go well. The reset went well, but the SSD was damaged. So I offered the full replacement. So because the touch didn't work on his, but that was the whole other thing with the BIOS reset. So I replaced it with this one, and this is a 256 version, if I remember correctly. Yeah. 256. So this is better, and that's what I wanted to give George for all the travel, and I know it took longer than it's supposed to. But when George received it, I actually have the ticket pulled up over here. He said, "What's wrong with this? It jumps around. It minimizes the open browse screen. The digitizer has problem or something. I've already updated Windows. This is very difficult to use." Okay, so we sent this one back, and I sent another one, right? And that one works. But I received this one. I turned it on, and I couldn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't know what he meant by the Windows jumping. Right, it charges. Let's turn it on, and let me see if I can reproduce it for you, because it's a very curious problem. Initially I couldn't reproduce it initially, right? And right now it works. He gave me the pin. There you go. Okay, and right now it actually looks like, oh, did you see that? Oh, but right now, oh, it probably turned off because the battery is dead. It's been sitting around for a while. That's weird. It's charging. It is charging with almost full current, 19 watts. It should be around 21. Okay, now it turned on. It's probably the battery is dead, and that's why it just shut down. Yeah, the battery is dead. And there you go. Yeah, I think we reproduced it now. No. Yeah, so now I can't really type on it, and the reason is you can't see it right now, but basically, yeah, if I manage to log on, oh come on, there, let's switch it back here. Windows, start menu opened, right? The digitizer works, even in the corners, because that's usually where the problems are, right? So yeah, it works in all the corners and everything. It's a little dirty, so I think that's what causes, but this is pretty much what I got. So I was thinking, I don't see anything wrong with it. Let me see if I can. Come on. See, now I can't reproduce it. But now the touch doesn't work, right? And the reason touch doesn't work is because in this corner over here, this corner of the screen, it's right now you can't really see that, but it just shows you that it keeps clicking here. It just stuck over here. All right, now it works, but eventually it's gonna just start clicking in the left bottom corner. Now, what is that? I have a strong suspicion what it is. And it is my fault, most likely. There you go, shut down. When I replaced the display on it, right, I had to remove the previous one. That was early days. I was using low temperature and no nozzle and heating up for too long. And what happens is that we have two neodymium magnets over here and over here, right? They hold the keyboard. When you connect it here, they just kind of clip on here, right? So these neodymium magnets are being held by glue, by adhesive, which loosens when you heat it up. So now, since you see that it works right now, right? And that's what it was when I was testing it before I sent it to the customer. But in the shipping, the magnet came loose and is now in the position where occasionally it'll start touching the digitizer from the back, fooling the digitizer that the finger is here. That's what I think is happening, but let's see. This will be a quick opening because I used this adhesive, 2 strips, so this will open very easily, or at least that is the theory. We'll see. I do not know how this happened. So take a look here. This was purely messed up by the technician. Screw missing. Screw missing. Screw missing. And screw missing. Alright, that means that this whole thing is loose, so it can be pushing on the screen. Screw missing and screw missing, which means this is loose and it can be pushing on the screen. I have no idea how that happened. My guess is that I just grabbed the wrong machine. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it was, no, I must have been really distracted. Because to not see these, because I usually have a pile of these without the screen, laying over, with the sticker ready, right? And I just grab those and do whatever I need to do with them, like put the new screen on or put the SSD in from the client's machine and put the new screen on, or client screen, and we're done. So I'm thinking that this machine made it to that pile too early. It was not in fact ready, but it was designated as ready. Either way, regardless of why, the bottom line is I messed up. This would definitely explain the issues with the digitizer, especially inconsistent issues. I couldn't reproduce it now, but I did reproduce it before. That's why I thought, because it was touching at it was saying that the finger was in the bottom left corner. So I figured, the magnet, because I've seen that before. I messed that up before, and that's actually easy to miss, because the magnet might stay in the place, so it looks good on visual, but then after shipping, it shifts and it starts touching the digitizer. In this case, it's probably the digitizer started flexing due to pressure from the back. Let's put all the screws back. I can't believe this happened. This is such a rookie mistake. Not something I would expect myself to have done. I was rushing. I think the main reason was I was rushing because the other laptop didn't work, so I figured, let's just make so we can resolve the problem quickly, because George wanted to use his computer, right? So I figured, okay, let's just do the replacement, and then I'll just work on your machine and try to revive it, or if not, I'll just keep it for parts, right? But I did not expect to mess up this bad. And the big screw, the one that people always lose, it's this one, and it's a different screw. There's one of these in this entire machine. Actually, is it? Let's see. Yeah, because these ones are also pretty long, and there might be actually the same. But as far as the board and everything else, there's only one screw of this size that goes here and there. Okay, so now let's put the screen back. Adhesive is removed, which is another good thing about this adhesive. It's much easier to remove. And in my opinion, it holds the screen nicely, properly. So far I haven't had issues with the adhesive itself, like this screen becoming unglued or something like that. Now let's turn it on, and let's see if this is gonna resolve the problem. But since we couldn't reproduce it now, I know, even if it works for 15 minutes, we don't know if the problem is resolved. Yeah, not connected to the drive, and yeah, there is. It could be because of the battery. Something weird with this one, huh? works better when it's glued on. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, the other possibility, because I didn't put the shields now, right? So it works better when I... No, and now it still doesn't work, huh? Something weird with this. Yeah, all the way to the corner. All the way to this corner. So that is what we want. But I don't know. The battery is not bulged. Yeah, now we have no touch. Oh. Yeah, it's very inconsistent here. Yeah, it works just not for scrolling. Oh no, and now we don't have anything. Yeah, it's like something very inconsistent, but here's what I'm thinking. When the shields are not on, there might be some interference from there, so that might be it, because it didn't behave like this, like losing touch inconsistently. And now if I do this and hold it like this, we're still, well, it's registering the click, because you can see, but it doesn't want to keep the, yeah. Oh, now it did. Right, so instead of allowing me to make oh, look at that. Now we're yeah, there you go. See that? Yep, this is it. That's the issue. See, it's switching. Yeah, because it's clicking, oh, over here. There you go. Yeah. So this appears to be a faulty display after all. Or there's something wrong with the board itself, but I wouldn't expect that. Yeah, and now digitizer doesn't work because it's probably still clicking over here. It registered a click over there and it's holding. That's why, yeah, on now it works. Huh. Yeah, this appears to be an issue with the display. What do you think? I would say so. Let's see if we can turn it off. Nope. Maybe it'll die. Let's see if it dies, and let's test another display. This one is cracked, and you can barely see it. It's gonna crack over here, but it works perfectly fine. Oh, I see the clicking. It's gonna be tough to pick up on the camera, but I see, yeah, it keeps clicking. It keeps registering the clicks. So let's just hold the power button until it turns off and slide down to shut down. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's see if it is a digitizer issue. I bought this screen new. Did I miss something during the replacement of the digitizer board over here? Could be. Was it the display or was it the board? Oh, this one has some issues in the corners, but that's fine, because this is just a test one. But let's see if it's gonna start doing the weird stuff. Yeah, because this one has an issue in the corner over here, so that's not the best test subject actually. Yeah, especially in the corners. It works nicely in the center, but when you go to the corner, oh, it went almost all the way to the corner. Yeah, it's actually okay. No, okay, now it works perfectly. When I hold it like this, now it works perfectly. We need to log you out from this machine and reset this machine. Come on. There. So let's we can do right click. That's so. Is it the screen? I think it is. I think it was the display. That is too bad. New display. New display, and it's giving issues. Oh, that's kind of a gamble, even if you buy them new, because some of them I get new and I open them and look at them under the microscope and they don't seem new to me. They seem like they've been taken off the other device, which is still fine as long as you give me a good price on it. But if you charge 75 for the used screen, that's not cool. Especially if then I have returns because of that. Oh, there you go. Let's do. What's this one? The device manager. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna deem it as faulty display, at least for now. However, there's still technician messed up by not putting the screws in. That is a big no-no, especially on this device. Big no-no, because actually I just realized, yeah, the screen, because it was all good when I was testing it right before shipping. Then it suffered the shipping, and since the components inside were loose during the shipping, they were bumping against the display from the back. So it is very possible that something got slightly damaged, and it doesn't take much to damage this one. That's why when you receive them in the mail, the displays alone, they're they're very well protected, so they don't flex and nothing hits them, because it's easy to damage it. So this was my fault. Either way, this was my fault. So $75 mistake. What are you gonna do? But at least I have a test subject, test screen. At least I can, I could, because the display works perfectly, so I can just not connect digitizer and just use it as a display for testing, and just connect the mouse and keyboard. And that's what I sometimes do. And come on, turn off you. But we can do this. Yeah, and slide down. Beautiful. Okay, so we just need to put the new display on this one, and it should be fine. This time it has all the screws in. Every single one. Other than that, it looks good. Yeah, this was BIOS reset, because I see that I've removed the shield before. So yeah, that is too bad. I mean, too bad, you know, nothing happened. I was just curious what is gonna be wrong with this one, but yeah, my bad. What are you gonna do? Alrighty, fellas, thank you very much for watching, and George, again, thank you very much for your business if you watch my channel. This was the machine that I sent to you. Sorry about that. I messed up, plainly. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next one.